Alright guys, welcome back to another video. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how to take off the FreeStyle Libre in a way that is not painful, and you can do it over and over again, make it fun for you. Now, if you're watching this video, you may either be a type 1, type 2 diabetic, or maybe you might be like myself, where if you are involved in ketosis or diet, or anything in which you are measuring your blood sugar levels, you may want to get one of these sensors instead of doing, the finger pricks or anything like that. Nobody ever wants to do that. I think most people are scared of needles or lancets and stuff like that. There is this out here. There's another option. They are not the cheapest. The sensors in Canada, they run about $99 thereabouts. Shoppers Drug Mart, London Drugs, most pharmacies will be carrying them. In the US, maybe around about $60, $70 per sensor, and these sensors last for 14 days, 2 weeks. That is one of the associated costs. Now, if you have insurance or your doctor is prescribed, you may be able to get that covered. But if you're someone like myself who is more about performance and health, and you're doing this just for yourself to measure and look at the app and see how your blood sugar levels are maintaining as you're dieting or going through and eating certain foods or drinking certain drinks throughout the day, even fruits, and what sort of sugar levels they give your body, and you want to maintain a certain level, then highly recommend doing this, right? So I'm going to show you how to take it off, because as you can see here, it is pretty sticky, okay? And there is a small, tiny little, I would say it's probably about less than 1/4 of an inch, no, maybe 1/8 of an inch in length, or maybe about 1/2 centimeter in length of, which I'll show you in the sensor in a second here. This is actually what the sensor looks like. I'm just gonna pull it out here for you actually. Hold on. I'm gonna show you guys. You may already see there is that little tiny needle that's there. And actually putting it in, you almost feel nothing at all. I honestly think you feel nothing at all. I'm gonna show you how that works. When you wanna peel this off, how do you do it? Because the adhesive is very, very sticky. And also once you peel it off, you wanna be able to clean it so that you don't have the adhesive there and it gets like black marks and other things like that. As you can see in another video here, done over here, he talks about the Prime Minister of England having the black ring circle around her arm. So we're gonna do it properly. I'm gonna show you how. Stick all the way to the end of the video. And I'm also gonna give you some tips on how to improve your performance. If you'd like to know more about that, subscribe to the Okay, so removing this. The first thing you want to do is, if you see this other video that's up here, he talks about using coconut oil or even some adhesive removers. I don't have coconut oil or baby oil in the house, but if you have a girlfriend or wife or a mom in the house, most of them will normally have some sort of other oils that you can use. Fortunately, my wife has this L'Oreal Extraordinary Oil. So I'm gonna apply this. So, my sensor has already expired. My app already showed me that, it had less than an hour to go, and it's time to change my sensor. Now the good news about these sensors is that you don't need to update or do anything. You just take off the sensor, put on a new one, scan a new one, and the app will automatically read and pick up the data continuously. So I'm just gonna take some of this oil, put it on my finger, and I want to apply it around the adhesive. I want to just gently start putting it around the adhesive, and it will slowly start to absorb under where the adhesive is. Now you probably can't see it, but it's slowly going to go under where the adhesive is. Other ways you could probably do it also as well is you could technically remove the entire sensor from the adhesive, and so the adhesive will still be on your arm, and then you can peel it off at that time. But I find those ways to be really painful. So this may take about 10 minutes. Just gently do it first. When you want to take it off, you want to take it off in one swift stroke. So I always prime it up first and use the oil generously. Do not be too cheap on the oil. By the way, it's not a promotion for L'Oreal, so we just turn that around there. There's no product placement or anything like that here. Just rub that in, get that going around. It will start to get underneath the adhesive, and the oil will slowly start to, you'll know because you can feel the adhesive tape starting to peel away from your skin, right? And you just want to work your way around. Once it starts to do that, you can see it's starting to peel off already. The oils are helping. This means the adhesive's still on my hand, but the sensor is starting to come off the adhesive. You can see that, right? So I'm gonna keep doing that for the next few minutes. Okay, so it's been about 5 minutes, and I even like the squirt type like this because I can squirt the oil just inside here, and you can see it's really starting to peel off right now. So I can just really with one swift 1, 2, 3, pull that off. Oh, you can see that a little bit sticky there, and you can see there's obviously the little tiny needle there. And you want to make sure you dispose of this in the proper appropriate way for, you know, like batteries, you know, sharp needles, anything that might come in contact with bodily fluids. You got to do this in an appropriate way. So I'm just going to put that down here for now. Let's talk a bit about the other sensor. Now, you can see there, I still have the adhesive stuck on my hand here, and you can see how it's peeling off now with the oil. It just comes right off very nicely. Just like that, right? Again, so that goes in the garbage, done. So the next thing I want to do, I'm just gonna, you know, get some tissue. First of all, I'm gonna clean off any of the oil first. Now, in your pack, when you get your sensor, what will happen is you get these two they call pre-injection swabs. I even keep a little bit of extra isopropyl alcohol around. What you want to do is you want to clean the area, make sure, you know, your hands are not oily anymore. You can wash your hands after the oil process. But I would use this alcohol swabs, and I would really clean the area, because you don't want to be putting on a new sensor with oil there, because it won't stick, right? So you want to make sure this area is thoroughly cleaned of all the oil. Use as much as you can. Sometimes it's just good, yeah, just that these days with, you know, COVID and other things like that, people have got lots of alcohol around. Use the alcohol wipes, but make sure they just don't have anything else in it. It's just pure isopropyl, not something that's got some other, you know, creams or other stuff in it. So you can see there, and just make sure it's completely. Now, you might want to look at a mirror so that you can see if you don't have one. You know, sometimes those makeup mirrors, or just go to the bathroom and just look and check on the back of your arm, because you can't see where it's at if you got all of the adhesive off. Hey, so if you're joining my channel, my name is Desmond Soon. I've been mentoring and coaching entrepreneurs. I've been mentored by multimillionaires and Fortune 500 fractional billionaires as well too. And I'm all about performance. I'm all about health. I'm a father, I'm a husband, I have been an entrepreneur, and I have been a mentee, as well as I also mentor individuals. So stick on all the way to the end of this channel if you want to subscribe. I've got playlists that focus on improving your performance, and you know, whether you're male or female, but in general, you just want to be an A player and you're looking for that slight edge, just like the book Slight Edge, and you're looking for ways to sleep better, to perform better, maybe even attract the opposite sex better, or your own, you know, attract someone, a mate or someone that you like. Perhaps you want to be able to not drink as much caffeine. Maybe you want to be able to optimize your productivity. Maybe you just want to have better relationships in your life. I've got that here in my channel in different playlists, as well as also business tips and how to grow and scale online, e-commerce, and social media as well too, digital marketing, social media. Now, in this video, as I mentioned, I'm here to actually talk about using this FreeStyle Libre. So now what we're gonna do is we're gonna actually put on the new sensor. Now, the new sensor inside the box comes with these two things. Now, I've already opened it up, right? Just before I start this video, I've already peeled this open here. I've got ready. I've got my swab ready. You already saw in the previous part there where I took off the other sensor, as well as I've also got the kit here. So what you wanna do is you wanna take this and you wanna line it up with the black lines. So you'll look around and you'll see there's a black line here on the front, and then you'll see this is a black line here. And what you want to do is you want to line that up, and you just want to put it in. It will automatically connect with the sensor that has the lancet. So now when you pull it out, you'll see there is that, which is basically this sensor is now inside there with a little tiny lancet needle that will go into you. It's very, very simple. Once you've got this here and it's kind of ready to go, all you have to do, now it comes with instructions. You can read the instructions. They're pretty straightforward, self-explanatory. Step 1, 2, 3, right? Put it on. And I'm just gonna use one of these alcohol wipes again, these pre-injection wipes. Even though I've used my own isopropyl, you can even still see there's probably a mark from the previous sensor. I'm just gonna make sure the area is once again sanitized and ready to go. But it's painless, guys. Like, everyone always seems to think it's painful. It is not. Look at that, I didn't even blink. I didn't even flinch. It is done. That is it, that's how fast you put this on. You, like, literally, especially here, you don't feel it. Like, there is nothing. Anyone who's like freaked out about needles, I'm telling you, you feel nothing. I feel more of the click of this than I feel anything. And then it just sticks. You know, you just want to kind of put some pressure on there so the adhesive sticks to your hand. Obviously, don't get wet or don't put anything oily or, you know, around there. But that's it. That is how fast you do it. So once again, if you found this video helpful, comment below, like, subscribe, go check out this other guy's video as well. I think he did a great video on explaining stuff. And let me know if there's more information you'd like to know about. I'll show you the app as well too. As you can see here in the Libre app, this is what I normally do. I'm normally checking my blood sugar levels, and I work with a naturopathic doctor named Dr. Aaron Choi, who we're going through a health metabolic reset. And during that metabolic reset, I wanted to measure my blood sugar levels, and I wanted to stay within a certain range throughout, you know, a 6-week period as I was resetting my body's metabolism and getting rid of visceral fat and inflammation and all kinds of different things. And I was cutting back on a lot of sugars, and you know, I was eating natural sugars rather than artificial sugars and carbs and other things like that. So because of that, this app has been super helpful, the Libre app. You can see stuff here. I can see when things spike. You know, if I drink a beer, it spikes up. Obviously on the health reset, I'm not gonna drink a beer. When I ate, you know, a chocolate bar or something, you can see it spike, and it kind of goes out of that green range, and I wanna keep it in. That green range is very important because I wanna stay within that range. And it's through those times, and especially if you're diabetic, there's certain ranges you want to stay within, you know, and for those who are trying to do it for health reasons, there's certain ranges you want to stay within. Obviously consult with your medical professional or your health practitioner on what is an appropriate range you should be within. Don't ever just kind of, you know, watch YouTube videos and think this is an appropriate range for me. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, hopefully you like, subscribe, comment. I'll see you in the next video. Oh yeah, and don't forget, you know, I mean, all these kind of things here you got to dispose of, right? You've got this other sensor that is now, you know, you might want to dispose of this in the appropriate way, right? We've got stuff here. Yes, I'm fumbling around here. Okay, let's see. Get rid of it. Yep, get rid of it. There we go.